Hi NM family, I'm Bruce Pask, Men's Fashion Director of Neiman Marcus. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all staying safe and staying well. I wanted to share with you what I'm doing when I'm staying at home. I have a little garden, this little plot here, where I grow small vegetables and herbs. This is the beginning of the planting season, so some of the plants that I did last year have come back. So we have sage coming in. It's got such a great aroma. Some of the rosemary is coming back. I use a lot these in cooking and roasting, and the great thing about growing herbs is you just use what you need. There's no waste. We're at the beginning of the planting season, so it's great if you have even a bright window or a sunny spot in your apartment. This is the perfect time to start germinating seeds since it's so early on, and you'll put those in small little containers or cups, and then you'll transplant those probably around Mother's Day as they get bigger. And you'll have great herbs around for cooking and using. The chives have come back a little bit. I'm a complete beginner at this. Just learned through trial and error, and probably a lot of error. This spring I decided I wanted to try growing peas. I've always been a little intimidated by it because it needs a trellis and they train themselves up, but I thought this was the perfect time to try and give it a go. So this past weekend, I used some friends' bamboo they have in their backyard. It grows like crazy, so they're happy to get rid of it. And I took two of the sturdiest bamboo poles, cut them into sort of 6-foot lengths, trimmed them, and just kind of put these into the ground. Kept them quite sturdy here. And then we tied across these smaller bamboo poles at the mid-length and then also at the quarter. And I basically took kitchen twine and just wrapped it around like you'd see like on those ideas of like Robinson Crusoe or Disney's Swiss Family Robinson. It's really rustic, but keeps it quite secure. And so those run the length of this. And then pea shoots have these little tendrils, so they need something smaller to latch onto to grow. So you see how this tendril's attached here, and that'll help it wind its way up, and then we'll help train those as they grow upwards. Part of the learning process is just this morning, I planted these this weekend, and we found some squirrels that decided they wanted to get into the pea plants. So we are going to transplant some new ones, replace those, and we added red pepper flakes and coffee grounds, which they are meant to dislike a lot. So hopefully that'll keep those away and let these grow. Over here, we just planted some parsley and some more rosemary coming in. This is another herb I really love. Oregano. It grows very, very aggressively, so you have to keep an eye on it, but it's great in making homemade chimichurri for any kind of grilled meats. That and parsley, a little garlic, red vinegar, some water. It's great. The thyme plant's gotten a little overgrown. This came back from last year, but again, it's all such great, great herbs to have, and we just take what we need. Since we're still early in the growing season, we planted some carrots because those can take an early planting. But I've saved space for basil, which needs a lot more sun, a lot more heat, as does the tomato plants. So we'll do those a little later. Thank you for joining me in my garden with NM together. Wishing you all well, stay safe and stay healthy.